Hello Virgo, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the 2022 eclipse season for the sign of Virgo. Now, do keep in mind that this is a tarot reading. This is not an astrology reading. If you want specific astrological messages about what's going on for you during eclipse season, I'd recommend consulting an astrologer or checking out some astrology videos on YouTube about the topic. So the way that this works is we have the first two eclipse seasons coming up here, or eclipses coming up here to start off this eclipse season. The first one is on April 30th and the second one is on May 16th. And the energies from these eclipses span out over the next 6 months. They go from the start of the first eclipses all the way until the next set of eclipses, which happens to be October 25th and November 8th. So there are 4 total eclipses, and the energy we're looking at in this reading is from the energy starting April 30th going all the way into November. Hopefully that makes sense. The eclipses this year are in Taurus and Scorpio as well, and I'll have a schedule located in the description of this video about giving you the dates of the eclipses. So yes, I think that's what I wanted to say about the eclipses. This is eclipse energy is longer, broader type of energy, deeper types of energy. It's not the day-to-day, it's not the week-to-week. It is, you know, the energies from the eclipses can take, like I said, it can unfold over 6 months or more. But let's see what we have here for you. I won't send you a message, so if you do get a message from someone on any app, that person is impersonating me and they are trying to scam you, so do please keep that in mind. That is not me. Let's go ahead and get the cards set up here. We're also going to take a few of these astrology cards as well. All right. And then we'll take a few oracle cards and we will take a few fortune cookie cards. All right, I think that looks just about good enough to me. Energy on the bottom for you, Virgo. You have the Six of Pentacles. So, Six of Pentacles is this idea that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. This is about inflow, outflow. Okay, this is about the money coming in, the money coming out. This is about you maybe analyzing whether or not you are giving too much or receiving too much. Well, you can never, it's hard for me to say that you could ever receive too much, right? When you try to have an abundance mindset, but you understand what I'm saying, where there has to be an equal exchange of give and receive, right? And so this card is actually very good in that it can indicate money coming in some ways, especially if it's money that's been owed to you or money that's been promised to you, right? And so maybe somebody promised you a job raise, or somebody promised you a certain a salary or something along those lines, or you have money that's being owed to you. The Six of Pentacles can say you are getting ready to receive that money. It also represents karma and balance in a financial context as well, as you can see the scales here on the card. So, okay, taking a look here, in the current situation, you do have this, or in the overall message, I should say, in the overall energies here, you do have this moon card. I do think maybe these lunar eclipses will be maybe a little bit more prominent for you. So you have one on May 16th in Scorpio, and you have a lunar eclipse here on May 8th in Taurus. You may want to write down those dates because to get the moon in your overall message means you could resonate more with these lunar eclipses. So the moon, though, in terms of tarot, that represents potentially needing to get clear on something. It can say that there's something that is maybe murky in your life. There could be murky waters in some areas of your life. There could be something that is not as it appears. It can show up as a deception. But it can also talk about, if it's not about a deception, the moon can also just talk about you trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, trusting how you feel about a situation, trusting how you feel. And so for some of you, you actually have 2 major cards of intuition here with the moon and the Queen of Cups next to each other. So I would say in the next 6 months, there's going to be a situation that comes in here where you have to trust your gut feeling about a situation. So let's try to get some more messages about that. Now, in the past, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Six of Cups. Family energy, love energy, relationship energy here in the past for many of you. The Ten of Pentacles can refer to your family unit. It can actually indicate inheritances. It can indicate money being passed through generations, or you receiving money in some ways in that manner. It can also just, if it's not about inheritance, if it's not about family, it can talk about general abundance coming into your life. It can talk about how maybe you are extremely focused on building your empire and building something long-term for yourself, setting yourself up for success, but also setting up your future generations for success when you get the Ten of Pentacles. So it is a very, very good card. There's no doubt about it when you get that energy, because it is the last card in the suit of Pentacles, in the Pentacle suit. And so it's a very good energy to find. I feel like for some of you have been spending time on, there is a kind of heavy focus here on money and finances to start off on this reading. I do feel like it will be important for you over the next 6 months. Like a money or a financial situation here will be important for you over the next 6 months. I have to say it looks pretty good. There is a theme occurring for all signs so far, I have to say, all zodiac signs, around needing to make sure that you are reading over documents, reading over paperwork, crossing your T's, dotting your I's, making sure you are aware of what contracts you're signing off on or what you're signing up for. But overall, I will say that the financial energy here for you looks very good. You do have this Lovers card, which can indicate an important choice that you have to make. It can bring an important relationship into your life, like a really deep soul connection, of course, into your life, especially if you are single. If you are already in a relationship, that relationship could be strengthening, but this could also represent an important choice to make, which I think is probably more in alignment with what I'm feeling here on the energies in this reading. Some of you are going to make an important financial choice. The Six of Cups here is something from your past. This is nostalgia energy. This could be around you transcending the financial karma of your past, whether that's like the way that you grew up, or even past financial decisions. Some of you transcending the karma in those areas during the next 6 months. So I definitely like to see that. Now, in your current situation, you have the Hanging Man, the Moon, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so there is a wait and see game here. There is a waiting energy. So in your current situation, something's not happening right away. The Page of Swords can bring delays. It can also bring disappointing news. I don't really get disappointments here for you. I actually feel like there's some pretty good karma around burdens being lifted here at this time, particularly financial burdens here, especially as you have this Six of Pentacles, which is about giving and receiving. As I've talked about, it's about financial karma. And you do have this Page of Swords, so I don't think it's about disappointments. I feel like it's maybe about delays. Maybe there could be something around delays in this situation resolving, or the situation happening, particularly around your finances. The Moon, again, it really does ask you to make sure that you are clear on what you are reading. Make sure you are clear on what you are getting yourself into. Okay, make sure you know exactly what you're signing off on, what exactly what exactly it is that you are doing right now, or over the next 6 months when it comes to your financial situation, or whatever this, I don't know what situation this is, but I do know that there is some sort of decision to make. And what I'm trying to say is, in this decision that you're making, make sure that you are peeling back all of the onion layers. Okay, make sure you're peeling back all of the layers on this situation. You do have this Hanged Man energy as well, which is this idea of not moving. It is this idea of needing to let go, especially with time. Time is a situation that really trips up a lot of people, myself included. You really have to just allow everything to happen as it's supposed to happen. And that doesn't mean do nothing, but it means control the things that you can control and let go of the things that you can't control. Time is time, right? And so just something to consider. Now, in the future, you have the Ten of Wands, you have the Queen of Cups, and you have the Ace of Pentacles. So you have this big hit of intuition here with the Moon, the Queen of Cups, trusting the messages that you're receiving internally over the next 6 months. And I get the sense that you're like moving into a feeling part of your, like you're moving into the feeling part of yourself at this time, and allowing maybe feelings to be just as big of a guide as logic at this time as well. And so it's actually, I think, like a nice balance of those two things for you, of those two energies for you, this feeling energy, the logic energy. You do have this Ten of Wands here, which is about a burden. Okay, I do see like sometime maybe towards the end of maybe in the fall, or sometime like with probably towards the end of this 6 month period, that there is some type of burden here being lifted. Because you do have this situation here with this Ace of Pentacles in the same column. The Ace of Pentacles brings a new financial beginning into your life. And especially, I mean, take a look at this diagonal, Ten of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you could be making a property purchase, or some of you could be making a pretty important choice, or a pretty important purchase, because remember, we have this Lovers card, which is about an important choice. This could be around property or something along those lines. But, you know, I do feel like whatever this decision that you will eventually make, this will remove some type of burden here with that Ten of Wands. And it's interesting because the Ace of Pentacles does refer to potentially signing off on contracts, documents, doing paperwork, doing those types of things. So yeah, definitely a lot of confluence around that idea. So let's go ahead and take a look at these three astrology cards. So you have Neptune, you have Aquarius, and you have Pluto. Okay. Neptune, Aquarius, and Pluto. So some of you could be doing acts of charity, I have to say. I know that this reading was like pretty heavy around financial karma, around situations like that. But, you know, the Aquarius is like the humanitarian of the zodiac. And it was just coming into my mind as I was looking at that Six of Pentacles as well. So it's like some of you, you've maybe, I do feel like you have given back, whether it's making a donation or doing some sort of charitable act for a friend or another person here. And I do feel like this is going to be something that eventually comes back around for you. You have good karma in those areas. Neptune, again, psychic, dreamy, intuitive energy. Okay, for sure at this time with that Neptune, the Queen of Cups, and the Moon. And then Pluto is the planet of transformation and rebirth, and pretty heavy themes as well. So I do see transformations happening in these areas for you. Let's take a look at what these oracle cards are. So you have Drum, Dream and Journey, Winter, Take Care of Your Needs, and Heart Guardian. Let yourself, love and let yourself be loved. Okay, I do wonder what happened for you in November of this year, this past November 2021, or maybe even December 2021, because I do feel like whatever happened around that time maybe has led you to this big, maybe opened up realizations about this choice that you have to make here with this Lover's energy in the past, because we're looking at this period between spring and fall, really the next 6 month period between that time. And so there are some big changes that either happened in this past winter 2021 and 2022 winter, or the choices that you make here in the spring into fall 2022 could really reverberate into 2022-2023 winter. It's hard to say. The timing is very hard to wrap down in these readings, but I definitely feel like that there is this dreamy energy here with a Neptune, Drum, Dream and Journey, the Moon, and the Queen of Cups. Then you have this Heart Guardian as well. So trying to put yourself first in this choice that you have to make. And I do see very good financial karma around you in that I feel like some of you have made like very heart-centered choices as it relates to giving, as it relates to being there for people and situations like that. Let's see what else we have here. So you have health, an excellent time to start an exercise program or diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. So I definitely like to see that for you here, Virgo. You also have sexuality. Existing relationships could find a new passion and heightened sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong, but if single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. And then lastly here, you do have this wisdom card. To focus on the past is to lose the future. Heed advice from an older person, which will allow you to move on. You could also like really meet a subject matter expert or somebody that helps you with this decision. There could be somebody who steps in to provide healing information to you about some type of big choice that you're making. So that's what I have here. Definitely good stuff coming in here for you during this eclipse season. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next reading.